We talked about this last week. We talked about the overbought, oversold stocks in the S&P. We track them as a percentage of which ones are overbought or oversold. And we know that when we get above that 35, 37% threshold there, that the market doesn't like that. The S&P as a whole tends to pull back. We also talked about September being a little bit weaker. And so really no shock what's happened today. Is it? No? Nobody's shocked, right? The market going into September tends to be a little bit weaker. We're actually going to cover some more detail on that here in a second. And we know that we were at an extreme in terms of the stocks that were overbought or oversold. So we're not really, we're not impressed, right? Now, here's the thing I want to share with you. September. There we go. This is the intra-month performance for September. Now, we're going to look at this a couple different ways, but the first thing I want you to notice is the green line is the last 10 years. Really simple to get that data, not a problem. The blue line is basically, the goal is for us to go over a 30-year window, or 40-year window if we can. So that's the blue line. Now, do you notice anything interesting about this? Well, yeah, of course, right? I put the lines on there. The beginning of the month, although it tends to be slightly negative, really doesn't do a whole lot. There's still some of that early volatility coming into the market. If there's going to be a actual drawdown through the month of September, it tends to happen after the halfway point. There's actually a couple months where this is very, very common in the month-to-month performance of the S&P. So we know that about halfway through, and as we make our way down through the end of the month, okay, fine. Historically, last 10 years and going back further, that's fine. What we did is we expanded this and said, well, remember I talked about this last week. What happens if August is positive or negative or nothing, right? Let's see what happens. So we know August was up over 2%. There's 13 other times that happened. That's the dark green line. Does that impact September's performance? It doesn't, right? We still see that same performance, although the weakness starts sooner. Remember over here, the weakness did technically start, as we got into the month, but typically it's pretty much sideways. Nothing real exciting. But as we go into an August that's positive by 2% or more, well, okay, the average performance is a minus 1.7%. If you're down in the month of August, September, those are those years where August holds itself together. Okay, cool. We didn't have that. We weren't down in August, greater than 2%. And if it's in the middle, like plus or minus 2%, right? Then same thing. It kind of, starts to fade away at the end of the month, but nothing too, crazy exciting there. So just wanted to share that with you. I know it's something different.